These are some of my favorite hot takes from Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus. Number 1, it's not things that upset us, Epictetus says, it is our opinion about things, right? Things are not asking to be judged by you, Marcus Aurelius says in Meditations. You're the one that's extrapolating. You're the one that's having opinions. You're the ones who said it was supposed to be a certain way. And now guess what? You're upset that it's not that way. Like, we spend so much time worried about how bad things are going to be. We torture ourselves more than the thing that we're worried about. Seneca says, he who suffers before it is necessary suffers more than is necessary. And in fact, he said, we suffer more in our imaginations than we do in reality. Number 2, anxiety is your fault, right? Things don't give us anxiety. We bring our anxiety to things, right? Think about it. What are all the things that make you anxious have in common? You are the common ingredient in all of them. That's why Marcus Aurelius says in Meditations that he doesn't escape his anxiety, he discards it because it is within him. It's the fault of his perceptions, nothing outside himself. Number 3, fame is worthless. What is fame? People chattering about you, people clapping their hands together, Marcus Aurelius says in Meditations. What good is that? And he says, how strange is it that we long for posthumous fame, fame we won't be around to enjoy. He says, besides, the people in the future will be just as stupid as the people who are alive right now. Why do we care about other people's opinions more than our own? Why do we crave to be liked by others who, by the way, we don't like that much, whose opinion about other things we don't respect very much? But when it comes to us, we want to be known by them, we want to be seen by them, we want to be loved by them. It's silly. Number 4, you need to shut up. You talk way too much. Zeno, the founder of Stoicism, says we have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. He said we should listen twice as much as we speak, right? The world would be so much better if we posted less and read more. If we read more books, if we had less hot takes, right? When we open our mouth, we close our ears. Number 5, ambition is a form of insanity, right? At the essence of Stoic philosophy is focusing on what we control. We don't control what other people say or do or think, right? I try to write really good books. I've had to do a lot of work to realize I don't control whether they become a bestseller or not. The New York Times decides that, right? Marcus Aurelius explains this perfectly. He says, ambition is when we tie our happiness to what other people do or say or decide. He says sanity is when we tie it to our own actions. So I have to define success as writing the best book that I'm capable of, fulfilling my own artistic vision. Everything else, right, what the gatekeepers decide, what the audience decides, when they decide it, that has to be seen as extra unless I want to go insane. Number 6, you and most people are illiterate. Not literally illiterate, but functionally illiterate. General James Mattis, former Secretary of Defense, 4-star general in the Marines, he says, if you haven't read hundreds of books, you are functionally illiterate. Epictetus said, it doesn't matter that you read, it matters what you read. I would argue it matters how you read, right? Are you reading diligently? Are you reading the master thinkers? Are you rereading the master thinkers, as Seneca said we have to do, right? We have to come back to the core texts over and over and over again, really understand them, really bring them into our DNA. We can't just be satisfied getting the gist of things, as Marcus Aurelius learned from his philosophy teacher. We have to read deeply. We have to read intensely. We have to read and reread. We have to turn those words into our own words, that is to say, synthesize and then apply them to our lives. And most people just plain aren't doing that, which is why it has been said that there is no difference between someone who does not read and someone who cannot read, right? It's how you read and how much you read and how much work you put in that ultimately determines whether you are literate or not. Every day I send out one Stoic-inspired email to hundreds of thousands of people all over the world. If you want more Stoic wisdom in your inbox, you can sign up at dailystoic.com/email. It's totally free. You can unsubscribe at any time. We'd love to have you. dailystoic.com/email.